Good morning, Libra. How are you this morning? It is cold and wet here, but the sun is finally out. Just a second. Turn that light off so the glare isn't on the cards. Let's see what the cards have for you today. What does the universe want Libra to have a closer look at today and this week? What should Libra be taking a closer look at this week? No? Nothing out of this deck? Alright. Let's jump to this one and see. I mean, it's too much. What does Libra need to take a closer look at this week? There we go. I'll take that one. On acting. What does Aries need to act on? Begin. Move into new territory. Cut to the chase. Be a hero. Feel the call to action and thoughtfully respond. Clear the air and clean the decks. Be crisp and to the point. Shoot from the hip. Set healthy boundaries just by being vibrantly alive. Express affection enthusiastically, spontaneously, and passionately. Work in short, intense bursts rather than long periods of deep concentration. Aries activates our inner adolescent. Direct orders can set off knee-jerk rebellion. Instead of telling others what to do or how they feel, express your own experience and opinion and speak in I terms. Set a challenge and let others find their own answers. Make sure all sides feel heard. If a person feels torn between meeting their own needs and meeting another's, they'll take care of their own needs first. So don't set this up as an either-or situation. Aries energy boils over quickly. If a situation threatens to erupt in conflict, get out, take a break, and come back later. All right. Let's clarify this. Let's clarify this action that Aries needs to. I'm having trouble getting the cards to, oh, there we go. I will take the top one because that is way too many. Judgment. Maybe somebody is jumping the gun and judging. Maybe someone is judging too quickly. Maybe they're not getting the full picture. Or maybe it doesn't require judgment. Maybe it just requires you to listen with your heart. Action. Let's see who this is with. Somebody who is building something, somebody building a future, somebody who is creating something. An architect, other carpenter, housework, childcare, a mom that you might know. She may work at she may be building her own business. A mom who's building her own business. A mom who's building her own brand name, her own a name for herself. Or just a mom. These two could be separate. Somebody who serves others. An enabler. Somebody who enables the situation. Sometimes it doesn't require us to judge others. It just, we can see that they're enabling somebody. Sometimes it's just none of our business. Sometimes it's best to just walk away. Caretaker, yeah, somebody is a caretaker. Maybe you are the caretaker or somebody else is caretaker and they're enabling the situation. It's okay to question authority. It's always good to question the authority figures around us, making sure they have our best interests at heart, making sure they have the best interests of the people that we love at heart. Sometimes caretakers, enablers, do not, because they want to keep enabling you so that you stay stuck to them. They don't want you to leave. They want you to stay stuck. They want you to stay reliant on them so that they will get their fix. So, what should Libra stop worrying about so much this week? What does Libra need to stop worrying about this week? What should Libra stop worrying about this week? 19, the Dragon's Lair. It adds up to 9 and 1 adds up to 10, which is a complete cycle. Intention. Maybe it's not your business to worry about the intention of others' intentions. Maybe it's just best to just mind your own. Let me read them for you. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. If I can speak this morning. The path you're on is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is greater value in risk-taking, than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. So are you worrying about this? About not acting? Are you worried about judging somebody? Are you worried about how they'll take it? If you do, intention. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change a world. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the sky. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you're hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work. However, others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field. Then allow for synchronicity to work its magic. Perhaps the good intention of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. So, maybe what this is saying is you just need to not worry about this judgment. You just need to focus on your own. Stop worrying about the intent behind everybody's actions. And go out there, live your life, be you. Worry about your own intentions. And whatever happens in the end is what's supposed to happen. Let's get more clarifying cards, please. The Fool in reverse, and the Ten of Cups. So yeah, maybe this is with family. I had this conversation before, and I really don't like, however, what I'm seeing here is Ten of Cups in reverse. This is a family situation, and it's new territory for you to just not get dragged into it. They're wanting to stick in the same old thing. The family doesn't want to budge. They want to keep doing the same thing. Let's get more clarifying cards, please. Tower. So don't worry about this Tower moment. That's going to happen with the family matters. And don't worry about your family as much. The Ten of Cups is all of your emotions. It's your happily ever after, new beginnings and stuff like that. Don't worry about this Tower moment, this event that's rushing towards you, and all the shit that's going to go down at it. The Four of Swords. The King of Cups. Let's get some more on these. Somebody wants to play the victim. They're going to be all up in their feelings. They have their own agenda. They don't want their secrets exposed. Somebody is the head of this family, or a leader, government, court. Maybe there's a court case coming up. They work in the court system. Yeah. I don't like this energy. It's just giving me a stomachache. So yeah, you shouldn't worry about it either, because it's just going to give you a stomachache. Or, wherever your energy goes whenever you get upset. Nothing's coming out. So I'm going to move on to the next one. Libra, you need to be aware of this week. What does Libra need to be aware of this week? What does Libra need to be aware of this week? Well, I'm going to take the top one because that's... Oh, I'll go ahead and take one. Beloved, somebody close to you, somebody who you love a lot, your progressions, your journey. Messages. You need to be aware of incoming messages. Jupiter and its abundance, Neptune and its visions. Hold on just a second. Let me find the book so I can read all of those to you. There's a lot of the 20s out there. Maybe 2 is important. Beware of emotions running strong and passions that are intense. Be wary of crimes of passion, love addiction, or looking for love in material things. If you're fascinated by the superficial aspects of Venus, you can get caught up in appearances or become blind in love. So you need to look deeper than the surface. You need to see what's important here, see what's really important. $56. This is not a small obstacle or an opportunity. This is part of a complex pattern. Every choice you make changes how it will unfold. When a quick mind is not connected to the heart, it can cause trouble. Watch out for the busy hamster wheel of the mind, shallow thinking, scattered, dishonest, or glib approaches, and mistakes made when in a rush. You know, whenever a message comes in and somebody has you, if a message gets you upset, you have the option to take your time and not reply. You do not have to reply right then in that moment. You can take your time, allow your emotions to calm down, allow your brain to resettle and focus on, you know, admitting that hurt, figuring out why it hurt, why did it upset you so much? And then you can go back and you can reply and with a clearer mind, the vision. Go back to what's important to you. Why is it important to you? And explain to them in a calmer manner. I mean, you do need to admit to yourself that what they said upset you. You need to admit to yourself that this really, really pissed you off. It really hurts you. And then scream it out, cry it out. And then once you've calmed down, you can go back and you can form a calm reply and explain to them this hurts you, why it hurts you, calmly. If it is a phone call, you can tell them, listen, this has upset me, this has got me worried, or whatever you need to just say, or simply say, hey, I need to take a breather. I'm not in the best mindset right now for this conversation. Let's talk about it, in a couple of hours maybe. If, I will call you back whenever I've calmed down or when I'm ready. Don't leave them hanging. Make sure you call them back. Especially if this relationship is important to you. 23. But you are allowed to take a breather. Abundance. Jupiter can bring too much of a good thing or leave people feeling overwhelmed. Watch out for magical thinking and a Pollyanna avoidance problems. Yeah. Like I said, take the time to feel your pain. Take a time, admit that yes, it hurt. Don't just gloss it over and say, oh no. I'm fine, really, I'm fine. Everything is fine. My goodness, there are a lot of twos. Don't ever do that. Don't lie. Don't deny your pain. You don't, like I said, you don't have to allow them to see all of it fully. You can step away and keep that part to yourself, but don't deny it. Otherwise, the behavior will continue. Back here to setting healthy boundaries. Alrighty. Let's go with this one. I haven't used it yet. Alright. What does Libra need to hold tight to this week? What does Libra need to hold tight to this week? What does Libra need to hold tight to this week? Their voice. Yes, speaking your word. Oh my goodness, it goes. Speaking your word, holding your boundaries, setting your boundaries, learning how to use your voice properly, speak that boundary, and it's another 25 again, another 20. Use your voice, speak up, sing your song out to the universe. It's often not what you say, but how you say it. Speak plainly and tell your story. A lot of times they don't care about the explanation. They don't want to hear the explanation. A lot of times your explanation will be lost to them. Just say, hey, you hurt my feelings. And I need you to not do that again. I need you to not say that again. You don't have to explain to them why it hurts your feelings. You don't need to explain to them that, give me a while to come. All you have to do is say, hey, that hurt my feelings. Don't do that again. And then if they ask, well, what are you going to do if I don't? Then you will need to say, well, I'm going to leave. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to remove myself from the situation. I'm going to remove myself from where I'm not wanted. Those kinds of things. But speak up. Use your voice. And use your voice in a how you want to be talked to. That old saying, do unto others as you would have done unto you. So if you want people to speak calmly and rationally to you, do your best to speak calmly and rationally to them. All right, Libra, what do you need to learn to appreciate this week? I was trying to have my cards over here on this side, but I see that my system is actually going. Yep. Now I realize why I had it the way that I had it. So, sorry about that. All right. Libra, you should learn to appreciate this week. Work on appreciating this. What should Libra work on appreciating this week? Volcanoes. Power. Oh, let me find that book. I've got my coffee closer than my book. 9. Old grudges should be released and let go. Heavy energy hurts us should we hold on to it for too long. Allow your anger to flow through you rather than saving it all up for an explosive release. Reformation may be necessary. Sometimes the greatest powers are hidden from view. You have the power to create or destroy. All right, so maybe you're worried about losing your temper. So maybe you need to learn to appreciate your temper. When we become angry, it's trying to tell us something. It's telling us that a boundary of ours is being pushed. It's saying, I don't like this. I don't like what's being said. I don't like what's being done. My body doesn't like this. My mind doesn't like this. The moon, Cancerian energy. 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and King of Cups. The moon. Something really wants to remain hidden. Maybe you want to hide your feelings. And you've been working really hard on hiding your anger. And you've been getting good at it. However, like I said, our feelings need to be acknowledged. And when we acknowledge our feelings, it will help ease the explosion. If you allow yourself to back up, take a few steps back and tell yourself, yeah, I'm angry. I am furious about this. It will instantly calm you down. You may not see a visible change really quick. However, you will, you'll calm down quicker than you would have. It is important to voice our emotions. It is important to appreciate that anger. It is telling us where a boundary is, being met. And the sadness that you feel afterwards, the sadness is because you didn't speak up for that boundary. You didn't, and it will go somewhere in your body and just creep into you and hold on to you. All right. So stop pursuing, stop trying so hard to hold on to it. Stop trying to control your anger. Control it in healthy ways. There we go. Find healthier ways to control your emotions than just repressing them. Repression is not control. All right, what should Libra seek this week? What should Libra be seeking this week? Sustainability, relationships that balance out, relationships that If you show them love, they give you love. If they if you do something for them, they do something back. Again, back to balancing things out. It shouldn't be all you. It shouldn't be you carrying all of the weight of the responsibility of the relationship. There is me, you, and this channel. Others should be carrying the weight as well. Nothing's jumping out of those. All right, let's go back to these, see if there's anything else that I need to say. Yep. The Magician. Create the sustainability. And the way that you can create that is by looking into your own emotions and seeing what brings you happiness, what makes you miserable, if it makes you sad, if it makes you angry. The action that you can take and create on your own is by looking deep into yourself, finding out why that hurt, find out why that's a boundary. See if it's a boundary that you want to keep. Sometimes we get angry with ourselves for wanting others to be hurt because, well, we shouldn't think those things. However, it's okay to think those things as long as you don't do something about them. Judgment in reverse. Yeah, it's okay to think those thoughts. And it's okay for others to have those thoughts, you know. Everybody has their own boundaries. Everybody has their own thoughts and their own emotions towards things. It's up to us to go back and learn about ourselves. Find out why it triggered us. But let me get a card. Let me get a message for Libra. Let me get a message for Libra. Solitude. Maybe what you need is some solitude. Maybe what you need is to get away from them all. I grabbed the wrong book. And in 13 in this book, it's the desert. All right. I am comfortable in my own skin as I detach to replenish my soul. Meditation is required when you receive the solitude card as a sign. Empty your mind of superfluous thoughts and allow stillness to flow through your whole being. This is not an advantageous time to ask questions or push forward in any way. Rather, it's a period for a conscious retreat. What's called for now is to step back and take your focus off of your life and your troubles. You'll be surprised by how things sort themselves out once you've replenished your energy by means of a much-needed rest and time out. Yeah, it sounds like you just need to get away from it all. Sometimes it's okay to just walk away. Sometimes it's what's best for everyone involved if you just walk away and not deal with it. So, anyway, I hope this helped somebody. If it did, leave a like, follow, or subscribe, whichever it is. Comment, or not. I'll be happy either way, just you watch this far. and I appreciate you and the time that you allowed me to do this. Thank you and have a nice week. I hope to see you again.